Hello, everybody. My name is Rituku, and welcome back to the Infection. This is the final level, level 3. Are you ready, Will, to rock?
Uh,
Alright, how's your eyes?
they hurt.
You should have took a break. But,
Let's fucking go. I want this done.
alright, bring on the scaffolding then.
Scaffolding, the fuck?
Uh, that is Command and Conquer's General's reference. So you're not the one that's cultured. Back to the book.
I'm not. You're not cultured more than me.
I guess we could just say that some people know things and other people don't.
All right. After the five kids managed to escape in a school, escaped school in a school bus, they began to make their way towards the mountains of the main highway. On the bus, Thomas is steering, but he's unable to reach the pedals. How fucking short are you, bitch? Gizmo, being taller than the others. Wait, what? You need you need to make their height canon.
I thought it was made like where Gizmo was. I don't know.
Whatever. Cosmo. Or whatever the fuck. Gizmo's being a taller than it is stepping on the pedals for Thomas. That's not fuck driver safety. Now, I know you guys may not consider me to be the smart one. Be the smart one. But why didn't we just use the bus to drive out of town? Asked Thomas. Because in order to escape the town, we have to use the main exit, which is swarmed with zombies. How the fuck do you know? You have a drone, Gizmo? Even though it's possible for us to run over most of the zombies, possible to run most of the zombies down. If too many of them get underneath the bus, it could flip, which means it'll be catastrophic for us. Explained Gizmo. Meanwhile, Will's in the back of the bus, going over his inventory. Item management, Resident Evil.
Yeah, I can imagine just like in Resident Evil on the bus, there's literally like one of those chest thingies.
In between Thomas,
So this is
Gizmo.
like a save point.
Where's the record player?
It's not a record player. It's a freaking
I know, but where's the record player so I can save my game?
Typewriter.
Typewriter, record player, same thing.
No, it is not. Anyways, back to the book.
Thomas, Gizmo, and Will. In between Thomas, Gizmo, and Will is Sean and Charlotte. They are sitting across from each other. In the middle of the bus, Sean looks up at Charlotte, who looks sad as she sat across him. Understanding everything happened, he shows her some sympathy and holds her hand. We'll make it through this.
Try not to vomit there, Will.
I have several different bouts of blood and half it's green. So don't tell me not to fucking vomit.
Okay, fair enough. That's gross.
I'm mix of blood, feces, and other fluids I don't even want to know.
Yeah, continue reading for now.
Said Sean with sympathy. That's not what's bothering me. It's just everything we used to know is now gone. How are we going to live? Welcome to The Walking Dead. Said Charlotte, accepting Sean's attention by grabbing his hand with love in her heart. I think we should think about that. We should think about it. Instead, I don't think we should think about it. Instead, when you think about about only one thing, and that thing only, said Sean replied. And what's that? Asked Charlotte with confusion and tears in her eyes. Survival, Sean replied with empathy. As an immediate response, Charlotte smiled and leaned closer to him. As they're about to kiss, they were interrupted by Thomas saying something. We made it! We made it out to the dirt road of the hill, shouted Thomas, as everyone... almost there, folks. As everyone felt the bumps of the dirt road. After being forced up and down from the bumps, Sean and Charlotte looked at each other with smiles and giggled to what they were about to do. We're almost there, shouted Gizmo. About time, says Will, as he looks back through the hallway, alleyway of the bus. At the same time, Thomas looks up into the mountain to see how far they had to go. Suddenly, Thomas felt something hit the bus. Since Gizmo felt it too, he looked up to the road and to see a horde of zombies in front of them through the lights of the bus. Try to avoid running them over. We are going to tip the bus over down the mountain. Shouted Gizmo. Mike Halpot abandoned his post. I can't, there's too many of them, shouted Thomas as he tries to control the bus. In an attempt to not hit too many zombies, he turns to the right and hit the root of a tree that stuck out of the ground. As a result, snags its tire on the bus, which caused it to tip over and crash onto a bunch of zombies. Crashes a bunch of zombies in front of them. The bus begins to slide upwards due to the immediate speed that they were driving up the mountain at. Even though the dirt road is slanted downwards, the friction of the dirt prevented them from sliding down. However, because of the crash, everyone inside the bus fell to the right side of the metal wall, landing with painful thuds. Oh, that's definitely gonna hurt in the morning, says Will.
Name the reference, and you're awesome.
Oh, fuck. Well, what the hell, you guys? Where'd you learn to drive? I stole my dad's car. I don't know how to drive. Fuck both of you. Shouted Will as he gets up. Everyone else moans in pain and then catch a joke. I didn't either. I'm too fucking high. We're almost done, thank God. He looks at the back of the bus and realizes the only way out to use the emergency door, since the front door is pinned to the ground. Alright, everyone, get your shit together. We're gonna have to run for it. Ordered Will. This is now Resident Evil. We're running to that abandoned mansion. No, wait, we're running to that mansion in the hill. What do you mean abandoned mansion? We're running to Richie's.
In hindsight, I just realized that it's a ripoff of Resident Evil. Fuck. My bad. Well, luckily we were freelancing and we can't be flagged. And...
We are so cringe. Alright. Alright, get your shit together. Orders Will as he gets his stuff ready to start kicking ass and taking names. And forgetting about the names later. What's your name? I don't fucking care. Thomas quickly grabs his crossbow and makes his way to Will at the back of the bus. Right behind you, Will. Shouted Thomas. For once in his life, he actually liked him. You're no longer a bitch. You're now Thomas, but if you do bullying again, you are back to bitch. When everyone's get their stuff ready.
That might be sooner than you think, now that I think about it. But anyways.
Will and Thomas burst through the exit door, looking around to see if any zombies were nearby. Upon getting out, one zombie tried to grab Will, but he blew the zombie's head off with a shotgun. You weren't saying it. Never mind.
I'm not gonna say it because my gut hurts too much.
With the explosion of the shotgun, it managed to kill the zombie directly behind the one that was shot. The other three kids quickly behind the other three kids followed quickly behind the boys and ran off into the woods. As the 5 kids make their way into the woods, they jump over a fallen tree, which stumps the zombies for a while because they don't know how to get around it. We're going to forget the zombie wants to learn how to climb a pipe. Last chapter. Last episode.
Dumb luck?
This is like the same Walking Dead retcon. We had a smart zombie, had a rock in the first season. We're like, yeah, zombies aren't smart. Alright, whatever. There, I see the lights. I see some lights in the distance. Shouted Charlotte, pointing at the lights of the house in the distance. Ahead of them, as they make their way through the mountain. Keep going. We can make it. Shouted Gizmo, as all 5 of the kids get closer to the house. As soon as they approach the house, they soon realize the house is like a fortress. Bruce Wayne lives here. Never mind. Wrong fit. Fucking drink. We're almost done. they were too busy running in terror to care about that too much as a zombie. As the zombies started to pick up the pace, getting close to them, the 5 kids managed to get to the clear flat opening in front of the gate. The gate is a combination of concrete and barbed wire. Every building in this place loves everywhere in this place that loves barbed wire.
I noticed I put that a lot in my books, and I don't know why. Anyways, back to the
And electric fence.
No.
That looks like an electric fence. There is a what?
Well, that not often.
There's a camera on top of the brick wall looking down the field. If there are no bites or scratches within the party, then the gate will open. As the voice comes from a speakerphone on top of the other brick wall. None of us have been bit, and half this blood's not even mine, shouted Will. If they had, I would have blown their own fucking brains out a long time ago. Thomas looks over. Thomas looks over with fear in his eyes. Thank God I'm not bit. Will shout him. With no shout Will with hesitation, as he can see the zombies approaching them from behind. As a result, he fired the shotgun, killing the zombie that was approaching them. Then Thomas opened fire with his crossbow, killing another zombie. But there was too many of them starting to surround the party. Suddenly, the gate opened, letting the 5 kids enter. If I were you, I will get inside of my mansion quickly, shouted the voice through the speakerphone. Without hesitation, the 5 kids listened to the voice and made their way inside of the mansion. As the iron gate closed behind them, suddenly gun turrets came out from the ground and rapidly fired round after round, blowing the horde to smithereens.
Something tells me, what about then? I would imagine that you said, I'm starting to like Richie already.
Well, he has money and he's surviving. That's fucking benefit. What if I care? After the 5 kids make their way through the wooden doors, they entered a large front room. A large front room while they catch their breath. Greeting, youngsters, said an old man wearing a butler outfit. Holy shit, it's Alfred Pennyworth. With a twirly Italian mustache. Holy shit, it's not Alfred, it's Luigi.
Luigi as a butler. Sweet. That's awesome.
My name's Albert Pennywise. All 5 kids look up to see no butler, but they were too out of breath to say anything. My name's Albert Pennywise. Pennywise, under order of Master Richie, I must inspect all of you to ensure none of you have any bites or scratch marks from the zombies before I allow you to enter the mansion freely, explained the butler. Sure. Yeah, sure thing, whatever. Will presumably falls out. Will responds as he tries to catch his breath. As an immediate response, the butler raises his eyebrow and checks the kids one by one. After that, the butler looks up the stairs to see another double door, but it's very fancy looking. Suddenly, coming out from the room at the doors, is a Japanese-looking teenager, close to their age. It appears that all of them are clean, sir, explained the butler to the Japanese man. Welcome to my mansion, non-zombies, said the Japanese teenager with a sense of humor. You must be Richie, said Will. That will be me. So, what are the names of those who survived the apocalypse party? Asked Richie with a sense of humor again as he approaches the 5 surviving kids. You wrote William before. My full name's William Gunman.
Well,
Will Gunman.
technically it is William, but whatever.
Ash Williams. I already
Hell
made that
no.
joke. It's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny anymore. I'm sorry, man.
Necronomicon.
My belly hurts so much I can't laugh anymore.
I know, and my back's already hurting.
That's a comfy.
I've been sitting in this chair for the entire time.
That's a comfy ass fucking chair. Whatever, man.
I also sit in the same position. My name's Will Gunman, and the bald one over next to me is Thomas. I thought Thomas had hair.
No, Thomas does not have hair. He's bald.
Our strategist is Gizmo. The one with the hat is Sean. And the only girl in the group is Charlotte. By the way, you can call me Will for short.
Okay, fair enough.
Explain Will. Awesome, dudes. Was he fucking Michelangelo? Respond as
Yes, I guess so.
awesome, dudes. This I don't fucking care. This point. Richard responds with a smile. At the same time, Charlotte smells herself and realizes she doesn't smell very good. Excuse me. I know that water supply is in the ground town is contaminated by virus, but please tell me the water here is not contaminated. Asked Charlotte as she crosses her fingers in hope. Actually, I was well aware of the contamination in the water because my cousin works in a water plant. Last thing I heard about from him was that him telling me not to drink the water or use the water. Luckily, the mansion is owned by my parents, and it has a separate water system that came from the ocean.
It has its own water supply. Blah 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 blah.
All right, what the fuck ever.
You just
over-
don't
and
care.
goes-
You just don't care at this point anymore.
I know we're almost done with this. Thank God.
I thought you would have enjoyed this.
I'm enjoying this, but holy fuck, I was at first. But how many fucking words? And I have to say, Zach, you're a good friend, but fix your grammar, please.
I wish I could.
Or fucking. Luckily, the mansion has its own water supply. Separate water supply. It comes from the ocean, and goes through a filter that my father invented. He hopes one day to sell it into useful products. To sell this useful product, said Richard. Hold a second. Your father's an inventor? Asked Gizmo. Yes, my father is an inventor, and my mother, is an actress. Explained Richie with a roll of his eye. He rolls his eyes. Well, that will explain the fancy mansion on top of an isolated mountain, said Thomas with sarcasm. So your father invented a filter that filters out salt water, from fresh water? Asked Gizmo with sincerity,
We need that badly.
with interest. He's a scientific mind. Interest. With interest. Yes. Something like that. To be honest, I don't know how it works. Explained Richie with a shrugging shoulder. Gizmo slumped. He thought he had a scientific mind to play with.
Nah.
Richie's not that smart. Let's be honest.
No, Richie's like one of the. It's kind of like Michelangelo, to be honest. He's a part.
Hey yo, dudes! I'm gonna go skateboarding. Mikey, what the fuck you doing?
Who
cares?
You sounded like freaking dang the Mario Brothers from the Super Mario show.
Hey Mario, look at this football I made. I chiseled it. That's a stone, Luigi. No, it's a football. I chiseled it. Well, what are you doing? Bring it along. Mario died. Okay.
That was a terrible recreation of whatever. I don't even care anymore, man.
Hey, Zach, this is a Luigi. That's a me moment right there. And that sucked. I may be number 2, but that was telling like shit.
Agreed.
Who cares how it works? As long as I have a nice shower, please. Said Charlotte, run up to the ship, practically begging for him to allow her to use his showers. Sure thing, do that. Slick. My butler will show you the way to where the bathroom is. Said Richie as he points to his butler. understand your understanding for women and your understanding of respect for women is impeccable, sir. Albert the butler respond with sarcasm.
Your respect for women is impeccable.
Your understanding and respect for women is impeccable, sir. I don't pay you the bitch, Alfred. Oh, but sir, your parents did. And they're dead. And I still continue to pester you.
Oh my god.
After that, Charlotte followed the butler to the bathrooms. Then Thomas with a sinister smile on his face. Well, I guess I might as well see you dudes around. Thomas, don't you get a fucking idea.
Yeah.
Will looks at Thomas. Fucking like playing with a shotgun. Shakes his head. Thomas puts his tail between his legs.
Thomas doesn't notice.
Oh, but Will did. Cracks knuckles. Malicious intent. Thomas is about to be neutered, folks. Actually, if you don't mind, Richie, can we please just look around? Asked Thomas. As he asked the question, Sean looks at him with suspicion. Sure thing there, dude. Just be careful around the breakables, explained Richie. Then Thomas and Sheen left the main room, leaving only Will and Gizmo. After the two boys left, Gizmo decided to go explore. I said Sean.
You said Sheen.
Sean, Sheen, whatever can you glean from that?
Whatever, man. You can call him Sheen. I give up.
I give up too. My ribs hurt. Well, I mentioned too. If you don't mind me asking, Richie, I have one question. How long can we stay before zombies can break in? Asked Will with logic. Well, we don't have to worry about that anytime soon. The barbed wire around the iron fence is electric, which is powered by 6 generators located in the basement. That means we'll never have to worry about running out of power or water supply. On top of that, we have enough food and water to last us at least 7 months. So you should just get comfortable, said Richie with confidence as he walks up the stairs, leaving Will by himself. Well, I'm not sure if I believe that for a second. Smart one. Will whispers to himself.
Exploring time.
Explorer time in thievery.
Yeah, it just makes me think of from Legend of Zelda and you go around and break people.
I have a new store. I have new faces in pots. Why are you wearing a green hat? Why you have a... Oh, no!
And it steals all their money in the freaking pottery.
Local man goes bankrupt saying blue and tickle green sword breaks all his pots. Hiya, says the green man.
Awesome sauce. Alright, moving on.
After all the hell he's been through, he finds it hard to believe that him and his friends are actually safe. Also, the feeling of vengeance against zombies still lies deep within his heart. As a result, he felt compelled to explore the mansion and look for more firearms and escape routes just in case. Will follows his instincts and goes into the door to the left that enters into what looks like a living room. Not seeing anything of value, he continues on. After exploring the mansion for a minute, he manages to find a room filled with collectible firearms. I have a wicked feeling about this place. Guns, guns, guns. One of the weapons that Will catch his attention of is a standard issue armory rifle locked inside a glass case. He doesn't want to set off any alarms, so he doesn't touch it and continues exploring. He notices that inside a large room was Gizmo, who was looking at something. Will decides to approach Gizmo. What are you looking at, Gizmo? Asked Will with sincerity. I was hoping to find Richie's father's laboratory, but I came across this firearm room, and I noticed that inside his glass screen was a crossbow arrow. If I find a laboratory and some other stuff, I can make a decent weapon for Thomas. However, I guess it really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter if we're going to be safe here," explained Will. "I don't honestly believe this place will be safe. This place is safe. Besides, I want to see those zombies suffer." Will responds with a hint of anger. "Will, listen. The reason why none of us brought it up is because you've been helpful at this point. Now we're all safe in this peaceful mansion. It has to be mentioned. Don't let vengeance be the thing that gets us killed. It's all killed," Gizmo says without hesitation. At that moment, Will realizes that he could be right, and that he calls him look down at the floor with a hint of sadness and frustration. "Don't worry, Will. Darkness and vengeance will help us keep our toes. Will keep us on our toes. So just sit down and listen. Whatever you feel like something's wrong, just let us know. This is a tall tale game now.
What?
This is a tall tale game. Tall tale game, The Walking Dead.
Tall tale game. I don't.
I know we're playing later."
Whatever.
Seeing Gizmo giving Will the thumbs up. "Almost done. Just 13 pages left." "Thank you very much for the encouragement, Gizmo. I promise I won't let you down," Will responds. After that, Will decides to continue exploring the mansion. As he was just wandering around slowly, a memory starts to form and focus in his mind. He remembers that on several occasions there was a bully who was hurting somebody or another helpless animal. Every time he has broken into a fist fight with bullies, he kicked all their asses. Yep. Every time he was in a fight, he felt happy and pleased. Holy shit, I'm a sadist. Sadists like to hurt people. Yes, I am the Punisher.
Yes, I get it. Moving on.
As you can see, folks, we're fucking dead. We are dead on our feet.
Pretty much. But I'm just dead because my stomach is killing me.
I'm dead because I'm losing oxygen. Will cannot count the times he wishes he could just hold a firearm in his hands just because he wishes to shoot down people. Fix the fucking context. They're students in school. I don't want to make Will sound like a fucking mass shooter.
There's a part of him that.
Holy shit, Will, what are you doing? I'm a school shooter.
Yeah, I think there's a part of Will that's actually just nuts. It's pure crazy.
I think so.
And then he has to constantly fight it. It's like his dark ego.
Alter ego. Shoot down people he hates. At that moment, he starts to question if he is a good person or not. He starts to wonder if he is actually evil, and therefore will to help the others survive, or will he just be a ticking time bomb? Even in this moment, Will was not sure if he was feeling self-pity or not. He is unsure. He's unsure of a lot of things as he wanders around the mansion. Suddenly, he snaps out of it and hears a conversation going on not too far from his location. "Thomas, what are you doing?" It sounded a familiar voice of Sean. Looking over, he saw Sean Thomas are not too far away from his location and approaching them. Just getting a peek. "Why? Do you want to turn?" Will's eye began to twitch. He immediately cracks his knuckles and goes there. Thomas was later found dead. with a note saying, "I fucking told you, asshole." What's going on here? "What's going on here?" said Will asked Will. Thomas is acting like his old self again, and showing no respect for women by peeking at Charlotte when she's taking a shower. Will went to ultra instincts and proceeds to slap Thomas 15 times per second. Thomas's head resembles that of a pancake. He died before he even knew he was dead. Sean said Sean as he crossed his arms with disappointment. Oh, come on, brother. You know you're a guy, too. And want to see a pretty naked lady. Also, Will, you're a teenager like the rest of us. I'm pretty darn sure you want to see this, too, right? Will Thomas immediately cut off when Will just fucking haymaker him across the face. Thomas spun around the wall. He slams to the floor. Sean blinks in astonishment and fear. Will fucking looks like fuck. Will, One Punch Man stances, looks around, and does this.
I'm dead. I don't know why, but Will always turns me into a giggly bitch.
Seriously, Thomas?
And don't take that out of context. Alright, moving on.
Seriously, Thomas, I hate to repeat myself, but do you have any respect for women at all? Asked Sean as he shrugged his shoulders. Do you realize the only people who say things like respect for women is women's rights are... Do you realize the only people who say things like respect for women are gay, right?
I think I just killed Will on this one.
Let's fucking go. Suddenly I really feel like this conversation is not going for me. As Will started to leave. Will, where the fuck you? I'm putting my foot down here. This is your subconscious thing. Turn around, haymaker him like a MAMC protagonist.
I think the reason why I didn't make him, I didn't let him do that is because earlier he's wondering, because earlier he was wondering if he was good or evil, and I think that's why he hesitated to hit him.
What kind of reaction is that? What kind of reaction is that? Asked Thomas with a hint of confusion. I don't really know why anything has to do with about the girl-boyfriend nonsense. I really don't think about those things normally, responded Will. Hey, dudes. If you guys want some interesting information about that subject, come with me. And then Richie showed everyone porn magazines.
Even worse. Moving on.
13 pages left. Richie, get all the teenagers' attentions. As an immediate response, all three teenagers looked at Richie with confusion and followed him upstairs to a room with a bunch of television screens. Oh, no, I'm needing Rex line. Well, we better do something about this because this is just invading of privacy. Look at the screen in the top right, said Richie, as he points to the screen. All three kids, teenagers, look at this top shot. See Scarlett in the shower, totally exposed, with a shot pointing down. Oh no, it's a shower. There was a hidden camera in the shower. Why the fuck do you even have that in the first place? Will shouted with disgust. Will shouted Will in anger. In revulsion. Well,
is there a period up there?
Yes.
I don't see it.
Right there.
Okay, now I see it.
Well, it's actually kind of a funny story. Responded Richie with a nervous giggle as he nervously scratched the back of his head. I'm guessing because Richie must have a lot of parties up here, right? Asked Thomas with a sinister grin. Yes, all the time. People from my high school come up here. It's a lot of the time. People from my high school come up here to have wild parties, and well, I like to record my own porn. I get. Holy fuck. He's this type of rich kid.
Yeah, who else would it be? There's your giant rated R, ladies and gentlemen.
That's awesome. You know, I think he and I could get along. Great, there's two of them now. I'm putting that in. Great, there's two of them, thought Will. Or I am beyond words, thought Will.
I think he says that.
As he taps Richie's shoulder with his fist, said Thomas, as he taps Richie's shoulder with his fist. Both Sean and Will seem to be brain dead from this situation. Me too. I am beyond words, says Will. Me too. Let's get the hell out of here before the lost sense of humanity starts rubbing off on us. Said Sean as he left the room with Will following him. Meanwhile, Albert was doing the dishes. Then all of a sudden, the water stopped working. As a response, he looked down the faucet with a raised eyebrow. At the same time, the water shower went out while Charlotte was still in. Just great. Charlotte whispered to herself as she left the shower and grabbed a towel. What's going on? Asked Thomas, while both of him and Richie were watching from their room. I don't know.
You know, I think that's a moment where almost them watching was a good thing, because if they didn't know that happened, I don't know the water went out. But at the same time, yeah, I get it. It was not a good respect, but regardless.
Poor fucking Charlotte. It's this entire story her basically being a bullshit eye candy anime character?
Hold on, let me my brain went blank. What do you mean by that? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. Continue reading.
Oh, no, I'm letting you know. Eye candy means the audience pays attention to her because she's always in positions that are advantageous. Like she's exposed like this.
Oh, now I get it. I don't know what to say about that, honestly.
Let's go with yes. Ow, my leg. I don't know. The water should not have gone out. Richie replied. At the same time, Albert made his way to the basement, knowing that the system of a water filter for the plumbing was in the basement, and he went to check on it. When he entered the basement, he closed the door behind him and pulled out a flashlight before he making his way downstairs. He approached a wall with a bunch of written notes that were there left by Richie's father on how the machine operates. However, Albert wanted to check the water flow first. As he approaches, there are water pipes on the side of the wall. As he walked closer to the pipes, they suddenly burst, and a fish jumps out, latches straight on Albert's eye. Latching straight onto Albert's eye. Oh, what the fuck? He struggled to get the fish off his face. It manages to do, but ends up pulling the eyeball out of his skull. What the fuck is your writing? Also, in fact, next line. Oh dear, Master Richie. He whispered to himself. Calmly. Eye hanging. Calmly.
Just with the scratch. I think I'll roll again. I can just hear the
Monty Python does not fit in every situation.
I thought I did.
This is more of an anime comedy than seriousness.
I think at this point we're on like level 3 here, or like chapter 5 or whatever, and I think I'm about dead when I'm writing, so I probably wasn't really thinking.
Oh, we're fucking. Eyeball out of the skull. After dropping the fish onto the floor, onto the onto the fast flooding water. After dropping the fish into the fast flowing water of the basement, Albert stumbled around in pain as he was quickly losing blood. Oh dear, Master Ritchie, Albert whispers to himself as he makes his way up the stairs and locks the door behind the rest of the mansion. Buckster makes his way down. As he goes upstairs, locked doors to the basement, and heads back downstairs. The basement, with the water over his waist as he stumbles towards the toolbox. He grabs a wrench and plans to stop the water flow. Suddenly, a massive explosion of water releases a ton of deadly zombie-infected fish, the flood basement, and obliterate him. And they immediately obliterate him. After that, Albert's no more. He is fucking dead. He was an android.
He's very dead.
After that, Richie and Thomas made their way to the basement door, but quickly stopped when the door was locked. As they tried to open it, confused why it was locked, Richie puts his ear to the door and could hear water flowing into the basement. Convenient disasters. Oh shit, man, we're all screwed. Richie, losing his composure, becomes a fucking lunatic. Will was right. Of course I am, and I hate the fact I was. Why are you always right? I wish I was always wrong.
I really hate to make this reference. It's kind of like from Jurassic Park. Oh man, I hate being right all the time.
How are you still alive? I have no idea.
because the universe likes to torture me.
Because I'm the universe's pincushion.
Nah.
What is it, Richie? Asked Thomas with concern. At the same time, Will and Sean showed up hearing the commotion. The pipes to the filter machine are broken, man. That means in 5 minutes, the entire mansion will be flooded. The only way out is through the zombies or through the flooded basement, which I don't know where the key is to unlock the door, explained Richie with fear in his face. Well, I guess that means we have to search for the entire mansion for the key, said Will with confidence. Guess I have to go and let Sean know, said Thomas with a sinister smile. Will immediately smacks him across the face, points at Sean and says, go do that. And holds Thomas by the ear. You're going with me, perverted fuck.
I think he would probably be like, Richie, help!
Richie, help. And I look at Richie like this.
Richie's like too terrified.
No, I just do look at, you're Richie and I'm this.
Now he's busy looking at the door. Oh shit, man. We're fucked.
No, I like to think this. Thomas right here. Richie's like, what the fuck's going on? I immediately do this.
Hey, yeah, he's not paying attention. I don't think he would be paying attention.
You ruined my bit. You always ruin my fucking bits.
Of course I do, because I'm awesome and I'm a writer.
You need to work on your grammar. And pacing. And sentence finishing. And rhythm.
My life sucks.
We all do. Alright. So I guess I'll let Sean know. You help Will and find a key. Sean responds as he immediately walks away from Thomas with a face of disappointment. Come on, Thomas. Come on, Thomas. It would actually be good for you to go do some charity work, said Will, patting Thomas's back. After that, Thomas and Will went to look for Gizmo. Richie did not. Gizmo. Right here. Fucking stutter in English. I want this to end soon.
You're okay.
Richie did not want to stay near the basement door because he knew that where the water would come from. He decides to leave the area as well and makes his way up the stairs. Meanwhile, Sean makes his way to the bathroom where Charlotte is. Sean stops in front of the door and knocks. Charlotte, we need to get out. We need to get our stuff together. Shouted Sean. So she immediately heard. So she could hear from behind the door. Immediately, the door opened and Charlotte has all her clothes on. What's going on? Asked Charlotte with confusion. The mansion is flooding. We have to leave. Explained Sean. Charlotte sighed. That explained why the water isn't working. Charlotte replied. Come on, there's no time to lose, shouted Sean as he guided her down the hallway to get her stuff ready to go. Meanwhile, Thomas and Will find Gizmo wandering the hall. Gizmo, the mansion is flooding. We need to get our stuff and go, shouted Will with exclamation. All our weapons are at the front door. Gizmo responded. Well, then, let's go, said Thomas. But he was interrupted by the sound of what sounded like an explosion come from the kitchen. What the fuck was that? Said Thomas with adrenaline. I don't know, but I think we should grab our weapons at first, said Gizmo. All three of them, surviving teenagers, were in agreement as they made their way to the front of the mansion, grabbing their stuff at the front of the mansion, made their way to Sean and Charlotte, who had I'm already a zombie already. 7 more pages to go. 7 more pages to go.
Just close your eyes and take a few breaths and then go.
Whoever had their weapons and gear to leave. Then they decided to investigate the kitchen. Will slowly opened the door with a shotgun at the ready, with the rest of his friends behind him, ready to support. When he opened up the door, the kitchen door had a lot of water on it, and there was strange fish flopping around. One of the fish actually leaped towards Will with murderous intent. Flying fish! It's Magikarp! What's his attack? Flail!
The fish bites your ankles.
Bad tuna.
You pick it up and it's freaking like spiky fins cut your fingers.
I got a fish. It slapped me with its tail. Alright.
Slappies.
With murderous intent. As a result, he blasted with his shotgun, killing the fish. A bit overkill, but it works. Oh no. The fish have been infected by the zombie virus. Oh, first mosquitoes. What gave you the next bright idea? Human, fish, dogs, mosquitoes. What's next? Ostriches?
Sure, why not? Sounds like a good idea. And by the way, that was Will's idea, not mine. You can't kill yourself, bruh.
When this whole entire mansion floods, dozens of these killer fish will be in here with us, Will said with concern. On top of that, we'll be underwater drowning to death, said Thomas with fear. No shit, Sherlock, says Will. Alright, 5 left. I don't like either one of those options, or drowning. Either one of those, or drowning or being eaten alive. Charlotte said with fear in her eyes, tears. Richie said the only way out of this is through the basement. Let's go find him, said Sean. Let's go find him, said Will. I'm already out of fucking breath. This is fucking bullshit. Oh, fuck. Oh, didn't he also say the basement was flooded? Quick trick question. He had a second basement, shouted Thomas with concern. But Will didn't hear him. Will considered him not calling him a bitch for being a pervert. As a result, bitch, Sean, and Gizmo, and Charlotte
the bitch.
For being a pervert. He lost points.
A perverted bitch.
He's a pervert. Had look of fear and disgust on her face. As they followed Will, meanwhile, Richie is tearing up after its body, looking for keys for the basement. No, not there. God damn it. Where the fuck did he put the keys? On his corpse. Said Richie with anger as he opens up drawer after drawer and tears apart and tears open closets. He looks everywhere he could possibly look in the bedroom where his butler could have put the keys. At the same time, all 5 teenagers make their way to the upstairs looking for Richie. As the survivors are looking around, Charlotte notices in the distance a separate room of shining objects on a wall. Charlotte approaches the room with curiosity. Once she goes into the room, she can see the wall was labeled with keys. The key room! Every mansion needs to have a fucking key room.
Well, it sounds like Albert made things organized so he can find things, but of course Richie didn't know that because he's an idiot.
Richie was just a fucking dunce.
It's kind of almost a useful partner, a useless partner.
Alright. She takes her time looking through the labels and sees a key to the basement. Conveniently convenience. The 3 C's, ladies and gentlemen. The 3 C's of my existence.
It is the 3 C's is the name of this fucking book.
Then the hour was almost over. She takes her time label basement key. She takes the key and goes looking for the others. At the same time, the boys are looking at Richie, and he can hear him not too far from his location. As a result, he goes to Albert's room, finds Richie tearing apart the basement, looks for the keys. Hey, Richie, did you find the keys? Shouted Will as he enters the room with both Thomas and Bitch and Sean. No, man, I'm starting to lose my shit. Will promptly grabs him by the throat, slaps him. Maximum senses, you boy.
I needed that. You're pushing your luck, man.
I need that too. You're pushing your luck, Scoob.
You're awesome.
How could I love that movie?
Exactly my point, but okay.
Said Richie with a slight panic. You failed to put that in the book, though. You fucking.
Of course I did.
And I don't want to change it anymore because I'm done. Not to make things worse or anything, but didn't you say that the basement is flooded? Said Thomas concerned. Well, yes. Well, if we can at least open up the pressure door in the basement, convenient. Then at level 6, at least 6 feet of water will dissipate. Convenient. We will open a second pressure door in the hallway that will lead the mini sub. Convenient. Fuck. That will lead us to a swamp and to ocean. Then we can escape. We don't want to go back to the mansion because it's open. If we open two pressure doors, then all more pressure in the mansion will be gone. I don't even fucking care if I'm having stutter read it. I want it to end. So Richie trying to compose himself. Suddenly, Char shows up with Gizmo behind her and shows that she found the keys as she jingles them in front of everyone. Oh, thank God, you sexy angels. Will blinks. The fuck? Will then promptly starts drinking alcohol. Will becomes an alcoholic. As a result,
well, this is why he's become an alcoholic.
Said Richie as he takes the keys and makes his way downstairs. After that, everyone looks at each other awkwardly, and Will turns into Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty and promptly pulls a flask out of nowhere and drinks it down until he fucking dies of alcohol poisoning.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce. I wish I was fucking dead. Dead sauce. Oh, where the fuck was I? Awkward look. Strange. awkward to that strange comment, but no one wants to acknowledge that it exists. Just follow Richie downstairs. Once everyone got downstairs, Richie opens up the basement door and sees that the water has claimed more than half the stairs, despite the fact that this was the only way without hesitation. He goes through all the zombies without having to go through all zombies. Richie was hesitant to go down the stairs in the water. Grow up hair, says Will, and he throws himself into the water. The only thing that comes up was a skeleton. I am fine. That's just a random skeleton I found.
Okay.
Alright. I will go first and see if it's safe. Will promptly pushes bitch. Alright, that doesn't look safe. Bitch, you're first. Wait, what? Alright, use his body as a raft. Will, you fucked. Yes. Fuck, boy, fuck. Bitch, said bitch, as he slowly makes his way downstairs. As he gets closer, a zombie fish jumps out of nowhere, Magikarps, and flies through the fucking window. He retaliates by shooting his crossbow into the fish's head. Okay, what kind of fucking aim does he have? He can't be Daryl Dixon. He shoots a moving fish with one projectile bolt. Was he Hawkeye?
I don't know.
I don't fucking care.
He's just a character I made up.
Thomas can see all those other zombie fish beneath the murky water. We might have a problem here. Oh, you fucking thing. Fucking kill me. Gosh, Mickey, I wish I could just fucking blow my brains out. Fucked up. Shut the fuck up, Goofy. We don't have a problem, says Thomas, as water quickly starts to get inside his boots, his shoes, what the fuck ever. Richie, you know, you should... Not yet. Richie, you should go for the pressure door while the rest of us cover you, says Will, putting his hand on his shoulder of confidence, and then, being a smartass, pushes him in the water. You don't have a choice. Move!
Richie dies, and then everybody dies because Will is an asshole.
Release! However, Richie looks at Will with no confidence in the way, telling him, actually, I have a bright idea. Come back up here, Thomas. Thomas listens, shouted Gizmo. Thomas listens, bitch listens to Gizmo. Bitch, bitchy, bitch. Fuck it, Thomas, bitch, whatever, care. Made his way back to upstairs. What do you have planned this time, nerd? Said Thomas. Do you have any fresh meat that we can use? Convenient placed meat! Yeah, I have a conveniently placed pocket of meat in my fucking pocket!
They pull it out of a big freezer.
Like pull rabbit out of a hat. I pull meat out of my fucking pocket.
It's a fucking mansion. Of course it's gonna have a place for food.
The kitchen was downstairs!
Not in the basement.
The basement was next to the kitchen!
No, oh my god.
The way it was written!
Whatever, man.
Whatever, man. I'm spiraling down. I'm becoming my Joker arc.
You were already there, man.
You pushed me to the limit.
You didn't need my help. Trust me.
Yeah, I think I do. Wait a minute. You want to go fishing? Asked Richie with no confusion. This is fucking brilliant. We can distract all the fish, and so we can escape. Will does not fucking say that like that. I don't fucking care. Actually, I was going to do is what I was going to do was get all the fish in one spot, make my handmade grenade. I attack the grenade. I don't fucking care. To kill all the fish at once. Explain Gizmo. That's even better, says Will. Without any further delay, Richie ran into fast as he could freezer. Grabs a large steak. I don't fucking care. Convenience. He runs back into the base to the basement. Wait, how the fuck? I'm fucking. Throws a frozen meat into the water. Immediately, all the fish swarm it like a pack of locusts. Gizmo fires his grenade launcher, kills all of them in one shot. Oh shit, nice shot. Who the fuck cares? Richie shouted Richie to the surprise of don't compliment me. Just go for the door. Shouted Gizmo with frustration. My two. I can cheers, bro, to that. Frustration is all I feel. Okay, you don't have to shout. He fucking does. Said Rich as he goes into the water and swims towards the pressure door. Meanwhile, Will, Bitch, and Gizmo are looking around the basement to make sure they're all fish. They are all the fish. Suddenly, more fish start swarming through. What is it? What is this? World War Z? I don't fucking care. The pipes, and Will saw what was happening. Immediately, he fired a shotgun into the pipes. The pipe immediately disintegrated. The fish no longer come through. I broke the spawn anchor. 3 pages left. Richie manages to open up the door, resulting in 3 feet of the water getting out. Come on, it's open! Shouted Richie as he makes his way through the flooded hallway. The other kids start to follow him, but Charlotte stops suddenly when an exploding skeleton comes out of the water and scares her, causing her to fall into the water. Charlotte turns around and pulls the devoured carcass. Albert! Fuck you, Albert! You fucking android! Your eyeball got gouged out and you didn't even show pain. You said, oh dear, Mr. Rich. Albert was an android. I confirm. He was built by his father.
You know, that would have been funny, but sure.
Where the fuck was it? Alright, Sean turns around and pulls the devoured corpse off of Charlotte and helps her stand up in the shallow water. He can see more fish approaching, so he just uses his AK, guns down a school of fish, and runs to get her out of there in the room, and successfully does. After that, Richie leads the other kids down a large hallway. A few steps which allows them to get out of the flooded. Richie turns the wheel and the pressure door and opens it to reveal a giant green musky swamp with a yellow mini. Is this the fucking Beatles? Our giant yellow submarine. I don't care. With a rusted paint peeling off it. There's probably not a lot of room, but we'll try to fit. We're gonna be a clown car. Clown car, clown boat. Alright, explain Richie as he approaches the mini submarine near the dock. After that, Richie turns the wheel, trying to open the hatch to get inside. While he does this, Will thought he heard something in the water with a big flash. Normally, a person would just assume it was just a fish. Well, don't time to assume it's just a fish. It's an infected fish. But something in Will's instincts told him that he was going to be in for another fight of his life. As a result, Will stepped back a few inches and readied a shotgun like he was going to ready for a fight. What's the matter, Will? Will shushes him. He's like fucking, what's the guy from Jurassic Park? Clever girl.
Well, that guy died.
I know. But Will's probably going to meet the same fate later. Because I don't think he wants to live in this world anymore. Asked Sean as the squeaks of the wheel turning of the submarine echoes through the swamp. I think there's something in the water. It's Aquaman, and he's infected.
It's a zombie Aquaman.
Fuck you. They think zombie Superman. It's probably nothing. Someone in the water says, well, we're going to need a bigger boat. Wrong film. It's probably nothing, says Sean. But then something attacked the dock. It's Jaws! It's Jaws! It's fucking Jaws! We need a bigger sub!
Dun 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 dun.
Fucking, who the fuck made Jaws, who the fuck, Who the fuck made Jaws?
It's freaking Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. I couldn't think of a name because my brain's not working. I have Arrow 404 in my head. Steven Spielberg looks at this video, leaves the room, promptly runs into traffic, gets hit by a bus. He doesn't want to live in this world. Deadpool's like, what the fuck's going on here? At least I'm not this crazy. It's probably nothing, but then out of nowhere, fuck shit happens. He lands on his back, looked at the ever-expanding swamp with fear on his face. Everyone looks in fear that out of the water comes Kermit the Frog. Large fin of a spine, swimming like a fucking giant serpent. Suddenly, out comes the water, a mutated frog. It's Kermit. Hello, buddy, get the fuck out of my swamp.
It's the final boss for the third level.
It's the final boss. Kermit the mutated frog. With frog-like arms. Suspended itself as it is able to explore on land as well. Richie, get one on the sub. Nah. Shadow Will. Will's like, thank God. One last page left. Shadow Will, as he starts shooting at the giant fish with a shotgun, Thomas decides to help out and fires his crossbow into the fish. Managing to hit the fish, hit one of the eyes, resulting in the creature turning into Thomas to attack him, but he dumps out of the way, and just in time, Sean starts shooting his AK as well, and he manages to hit an eye, which seems to stun the creature. Oxygen. Alright. Get the fuck over here. Where the fuck am I? Hey, Thomas shoots it. Sean shoots it, and the eye stuns it. Charlotte and Gizmo want to help Richie open the door. Open the hatch. Thomas runs around the fish, while Sean runs into the opposite direction to confuse it. But the fish went directly after Thomas. After bitch. He went after bitch meat. Fish bait. Shark bait. Ooh, ah! No, frog bait. Ooh, ah, ah. Your name shall be frog bait. Ooh, ah! Will then aims his shotgun. It took out another eyeball. How many eyeballs does fucker have?
Like 3 or 6 or something like that.
Jab, jab. Jab no eyes is a federal offense. Simpsons movie. Alright, where the fuck am I? On the fish, which made it roar in pain. While his mouth is wide open, Will threw a grenade. He had a grenade since the fucking police station. At that time, at that fish, causing it to swallow it by accident. Looney Tunes sound effect. Everybody run! Shouted Will as he ran away from the creature, knowing it was about to blow up, and he doesn't want to get more gut on him. Sean and bitch managed to get far enough away, but the remaining 3 were surprised when they drip into its guts, an explosion. God damn it! Now I have to take another shower, says Charlotte. Look, you're one to talk. Look at Will. He's drenched in sludge. I have several bodily organs and blood on me. I don't even want to know. Just try not to get any of this stuff on your face, says Gizmo. I know, responded Charlotte. I don't want to go for water. I don't want to go through a pressure washer. I want to go through a flamethrower. All right, let's get out of this stupid town, said Will. After that, all survivors fit themselves in the small space of the submarine, and Richie drove them across the ocean to an unseen adventure. Left 4 Dead credits. You're safe for now.
And then was it like an end credit scene?
The end, or is it? 2 weeks later, within a dark, void space, a man with a white hair stands wearing a black outfit with a white symbol on his as a target on his clothes. Is watching the news. Ground town has been closed off due to an unexpected outbreak of E. coli. Of
E. coli.
E. coli. That's the name of the virus.
No.
The cover up.
Yeah, it's a cover up.
Ebola. It has been quarantined due to the rare case of Ebola mixed with rabies and sharks. We will give you more news as the government will allow, says the news lady. At the same time, another man wearing a black Reaper cloak approaches the man with white hair. Dr. Yogurt. Yogurt. Dr. Yogurt. It's yogurt. Yogurt sounds cooler, bitch. I want you to take some men to investigate this. Said the man with white hair. Yes, master. Necrosoft. Said the Necrosoft. Microsoft ripoff. The man in black cloak said, "Alright, folks, outro. I'm free. Slavery."
I feel sorry for Will right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching these videos. I hope you guys all enjoyed all of these videos because a lot of poor reading on poor Will here. So please like, subscribe, and this is Zerduku and Will signing out.